Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Yet once again, I am back with another video, you guys. And today I wanted to share a few pros and cons about living in Houston. A lot of you are thinking about moving to Houston, or you probably already live in Houston and just wanted to know a few of my thoughts, or just wanted to watch the video. So if you are interested, stay tuned. Good things are always good to hear. Bad things are not usually good to hear, but we gotta hear it anyways, right? So what I will do is I will share the bad news first, and then I will share the good news. A lot of times people ask, what do you want to hear, the good or the bad first? But I think it's best to hear the cons. So first things first, you guys, our traffic is horrible, okay? It is bad. It sucks. It's terrible. It is the worst, okay? It's everything in the book that you can think of. Traffic is just, it sucks. But if you live in Houston, if you've been in Houston for over 10 years, over 5 years at the most, maybe even 3, I would say, you kind of probably already know the best times to get on the freeways, the best times to not get on the freeways. But if you're in traffic, or you know if there's going to be traffic, you know to take detours. So for me, I'm one that hates traffic, but usually I take detours, or I just wait until the traffic dies down to, hang out or move around or go to wherever I have to go, unless I have to be there for a set time. If I have to be somewhere at a set time, you guys, I'm pretty much gonna try to leave home early. I need to work on my time management anyways, but usually that's what I try to do. Houston is also very overcrowded. Our weather is bipolar. I know I've talked about this before, you guys, but one day it could literally be flooding, okay? The next 2 days, the sun will be out, shining, water gone. It can be so hot, you guys, and the next day it could be humid, and the next day it could be a hurricane. So you just never really know how the weather is gonna be. Usually I check my phone, or my family will tell me what's going on, or to kind of be aware for storms and all of this kind of jazz. So thank God for them, and also just trying to stay in the loop of what's going on with the weather, because sometimes it could be like, for example, right now we're in October and it is hot, you guys, okay? But in the mornings and at night it pretty much gets a little cool, so that is good. But during the day, like around maybe when the sun comes out, it usually gets hot. So you might have to change clothes 2 or 3 times a day. It just depends on what the weather is looking like, so just be prepared for that. Another thing, you guys, because Houston is so big, it is easy to get lost, okay? If you are in one little town, maybe like 15 minutes away from there, you will be in another town, and then 30 minutes away from there, you can be in a whole nother city, okay? Believe me, I know. I still get lost, and I'm from Houston. I've been here my whole life. I still have to use my GPS, believe it or not. But a lot of like staple places and places that I always go to, I know how to get there pretty much. But there's a lot of new places that open, or there's different events, or stuff that I go to and I need the address, okay? But otherwise, you got to be mindful of that. So I remember years ago, we didn't have the iPhones and the GPS and everything on your phone. We would have to literally go to Google Maps or some type of maps site and type in the address you're leaving from, and type in the address that you're going to, and literally have a little paper with the directions on there. But I mean, it is what it is, and so you just have to kind of know where you're going, or just get a physical address, or just kind of feel your way through. But yeah, so that is that. Tollways, you guys, we have tollways. All of our freeways are not free, so just be mindful of that. You may want to get an easy tag. I myself don't have one. I probably do need one because I live near the toll. But what happens is, you just pay for it, or you just pay every time you use it, or you know, at the end of the month you can make a payment. However, I don't know how that goes. You would actually have to look on the website and figure out, you know, how that stuff works. But that's just my way of doing things. Okay, there is always construction. I don't care where you go. I don't care what time of day. I don't care what time of night. I don't care. It's always going to be some type of construction, whether they're building a freeway, whether they are knocking a freeway down, whether they are fixing the street, whether the street needs to be fixed. It's always going to be some type of construction. Okay, so just be mindful of that as well. I hate it, but it is what it is. So you know what? The good thing is that we don't have that many cons, but we do have a lot of pros, a lot of benefits for living here in Houston. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move into that. In Houston, you guys, we have great education. We have so many different schools, you guys. We have so many different colleges as well. So our school systems, I would say, is absolutely great. Okay, we have a lot of job opportunities. Now, it may not be as easy for you to find a job, but as I always say, if you have experience or if you're willing to learn, you'll be able to find you something. Now, it may not be something that you want, or you know, you have your mind set on at the time, but a job is better than no job. So I would say just take whatever you can get until you get to that point. We have very affordable living, you guys, and that's one thing that I can say. You can find an apartment for about $500, $600. Now, it may not be the best area, but I'm just letting you know that you can. Okay, there is so many things to do, you guys. Sometimes me and my friends and family, we would say that it's so boring in Houston because we pretty much do the same things over and over. But if you're a newcomer, if you're a visitor, there's so many things to do. Like if, you know, if I had friends coming down or family coming down, I would have so much things for them to do. But I've pretty much done everything. Not to say that it's not fun, but we tend to say, you know, it gets kind of boring. So that is why we travel. We go to other places and, you know, venture out and, you know, tour and do other things. But I've pretty much done everything here. I mean, it still excites me every now and again. But if you kind of wear a place out, or you wear some things out, you just keep doing it over and over and over and over and over, then of course you're going to get bored of doing it. So there's so many things to do here, you guys. It's an easy place to meet people. It doesn't matter where you go, you're always going to meet somebody. It could be the grocery store, it could be a bar, it could be a movie, it could be pretty much anywhere. Y'all, we have the best food. Okay, I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting, I'm just telling you like it is. We have the best food. So many different types of food, you guys. Okay, so many different cultures, just everything about it. And this leads me into my next point: diversity in culture. We have so much going on, you guys. We're like a gumbo. Okay, I'm telling you, we have so many different types of people that live here. It's not just one type, it's not just one race, you know. And some of them, you know, it's kind of weird, but certain areas, certain people live in, I don't know why it's like that, but it's just like that. It's not segregated because it is mixed, but it just depends on the areas that you go to, and you'll kind of notice it as well. But it's very diverse, and you can tell that as well because we have so many different types of events, so many different restaurants and all of that stuff. Okay, there's always events going on, so many different things. Okay, you can't even really keep up. There's family friendly events, there's events just for adults, there's sporting events, just all types of stuff. You know, I think Houston is a good place to network. I've never really lived anywhere else but Beaumont, and that was just for school. But here you meet so many people. You meet people, you know, just while you're on the airplane, you know, just while you're at the store, you meet so many people, and these people could potentially be someone that you don't even know, or it could be someone that you know or someone that you've heard of that can pretty much help you out with what you're trying to do. It's a really big city. I know that's a con, but it's also a pro as well. We have the best nightlife, bars and parties. I know. Okay. So many different areas to live in, you guys. It's not just one part. Like when you think of Houston, it's not just one part. You have Houston, and then you have surrounding areas that you can live in. Another thing, you guys, we have great health care. I've said this also before, but we have great hospitality, you guys. Not everybody that you run into is going to be nice and sweet and hey, how you're doing, how's your day type of thing. But generally speaking, we do have great hospitality. It's so many other things, but you know, I really try to put down as much as I possibly can to share with you guys. Again, for those of you who are thinking about moving to Houston, I can't tell you to move here. You know, you have to, you know, just follow your own heart, follow your mind, and just kind of go from there. But I will definitely keep you guys posted and, you know, share as much as I possibly can with you guys so that I can maybe try to help you make a decision and say, hey, Houston is not the place for me, or hey, Houston is the place for me. I think I can go there and I can do this and this and this and that. You know, there was one time where I was thinking about moving to LA, and I was watching these types of videos. So in any way that I can, if I can help you guys with, you know, whatever it is you want to know, any questions or concerns that you have, just comment down below, or you can message me on Instagram. But that is pretty much it. That's all I have for you guys today. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you guys, what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.